Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever time of day it is for you, welcome back to the library, where we're going to be playing even more Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. I think we're in the second half of the game, so the goal for this week is to finish this game in time for our upcoming hiatus. Also, a warm welcome back to Stream Elements, which is just working now on my stream, I think. It usually doesn't matter, although if we go over there to my gaming screen, you can see behind me where nobody can even read it, you can see chat, which is great. Well, it's lovely, but also, like, it doesn't really... nobody really sees it anyways. And on this screen, you can't even see chat, so, like, that'll be useful later on for when I actually have a new overlay and new everything once I've renovated around the library a little bit, but for now, I'm glad Stream Elements is with us, even if it's not doing very much. It does show up whenever I get, like, the subs. You remember the gifted subs from Bounce a while ago? Shout out to Bounce again for the random 20 gifted subs. We got that alert. We certainly got that alert. But yeah, I should probably make that a separate thing. I'm gonna renovate the library around, so that everything will be a little new and a little fresher when I get back from my hiatus. But more importantly, Coffee Talk too. It's a Tuesday. It's a visual novel. It's that kind of day. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take it chill. I'm no longer sick. I'm no longer consistently sick. I'm still a bit sneezy, but I think that's just the weather. So I am going to be voicing everything again. But I'm going to quit blabbing now. I'm going to quit gushing now. You guys may hear something in a little bit, but until then, let's just hop in the game. Here we are. Well, we gotta check our Tomodachi. Get all our stories. There's a lot. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's 100. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. I've never tried VR before in my life. I've never even played a single VR game. I've never even put on any VR equipment. But I'm fairly certain it would make me throw up, because I have bad nausea issues, so I don't think I'm gonna be streaming any VR games in the near future. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depend on you, you know? Busy all day, don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus though. True. It's coming together. Oh! Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the little beep from my rice cooker. I purchased a new rice cooker. Up until now, I've just been cooking it on the stove because oh, you guys can't see these messages. Wait, let me... Boop. Hold on, let me... Boop, 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 boop. Much better. Boop, 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 boop. You didn't hear it? Well, that's a shame because it's very cute. It's a very cute little rice cooker noise. Let me take off my hat. I don't know why I have my hat on today. But yeah, I've just been cooking my rice all on the stovetop, which is fine. It makes perfectly good rice. But I think now that I have my rice cooker, it's gonna take longer. Cooking rice on the stovetop only takes like 15 minutes. But I have to wash out my my pot and like really scrape off any rice that gets cooked onto the bottom of the pot, and then I gotta dry it out. It's such a hassle. With the rice cooker, I don't even need to wait for the water to come to a boil. I just dump some rice and water in there and I hit a button, and then I have to wait an hour, which sucks. I'd rather not wait like an hour for my rice, but that's an hour of way less cooking than even with it's an hour that I don't have to do anything for, and I don't need to clean afterwards. I can just scoop out the rice, give it a quick wash, and put the pot back in the rice cooker. I just think it's better. I just think it's the superior way. Well, let's not say superior. Superior is not the right word. It's the more convenient way. Anyways, all that because my rice cooker went off. Today's delivery cutoff time, 3 o'clock, no night shift. So true. I think that's when most people get their stuff, though. Oh, Amanda. It's just blank. Silver. It's just blank. Where are we gonna get today? Somehow, I feel like it's gonna be a long, long night. Or not. What does that mean? Oh, hey, Gala. Good evening. Hey, Arbi. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Still storming. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Oh, that's right. Thanks for giving him the keycard, by the way. Good call. Oh, we got a... Oh my goodness. We got an achievement that says, it's titled Save $100, but then it actually says Prevent Gala from getting fired. He would have gotten fired if we didn't return the keycard. Oh my goodness. You saved me $100. Not a problem. Wait, what? A replacement key would have cost me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Oh, pricey. Glad Mr. Hyde was around to help then. Huh, yeah. I didn't think he'd be in Seattle, to be honest. Oh? But didn't you call him for his spare key? I did. So... let's just say I had a hunch. And it wasn't that you thought that he would fly over if he was in, like, LA or San Fran. There's a pattern to his visits, even if he isn't aware of it. He'll fly whenever he gets tired of something. Could be about work, life, or simply because he's bored, like with LA recently, or so he says. I see. I never knew he liked Seattle that much. Or there's something that keeps him coming back here. Really? What is it? Take a guess. Ah, huh. Well, if I have to guess... maybe you? Me? I mean, the two of you are very close. And good bonds are hard to come by these days. I see. Well, he's not someone who's big on attachments. Or so he claims. Is that right? Who knows, maybe that's changing. Because the answer is more or less your coffee shop here. Really? There aren't a lot of places with a good crowd and a warm atmosphere. With an excellent host to boot. And as you just said, good bonds are hard to come by. What's not to like? It would be truly an honor if he felt that way. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yeah, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink, Jahe Tabruk. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. Oh no, you want susu telur madu jahe? Okay. Susu telur madu jahe. Is it madu and jahe or jahe and madu? It's a good thing I got brew pad, right? Pandy, what are you doing here? Pandy, why are you yelling about flesh? Oh, do we not even have STMJ here? Oh, we don't even have STMJ. Well, STMJ is milk... No, milk, egg, ginger, honey, and... Wait. Susu telur madu jahe. So that's milk, egg, honey, and ginger. So you would think that it's honey and then ginger, but I think it's ginger and honey. Just a hunch. I think they're trying to trip me up. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming right up. And now we got SMJ. Thanks a lot. You love flesh? Speaking of flesh, I left my water in the kitchen, so I need my water. I was gonna hydrate. I was gonna take a big sip, but then I forgot I left it in the kitchen, so I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I won't be long. Alright, I'm right back. And I got my cup of water. Where were we? Thanks a lot. Alright, he's drinking our STMJ. Does he like it? So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu telur madu jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That'd be lovely. Then consider it done. Why wouldn't I say, like, yeah, invite your friend over to hang out? Well, at my cafe and drink my drinks. Why would I say, why wouldn't I tell him to do that? You know what I mean? You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. You don't know that. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. What's he annoyed about? Oh, Pandy, sit down. Pandy, don't be weird. We're enjoying a nice video game. Behave yourself. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes. His car? Oh, did he get vandalized? That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yeah, he gave me the whole backstory. Oh. I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it, and you were just saying he didn't have attachments. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was gonna say homesickness. But I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough and you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. I mean, if you live in Seattle, you should get pretty used to the rain. Oh, hello. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. You want a drink? Welcome, Miss Rena. Good evening. I'm meeting up with... Oh, are you? Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern. It was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. Wife? Yeah, you would say that, Pandy. I mean, you know, to each their own. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Do I remember what Russian tea is? That was from the last game, wasn't it? Oh no, what is Russian tea? Do you guys remember? Okay, we're probably gonna be tea. Oh no. It was either in the last game or it was one of the pause menus. I'm going to guess that Russian tea has cinnamon in it and mint in it. So it's going to be tea, mint, and cinnamon. That is mint cinnamon tea. Never mind. Trash it. Nope, that's not right. Tea, honey, and cinnamon? Is that it? No, that's just honey cinnamon tea. Okay, never mind. Okay, what about tea, milk, and cinnamon? I feel like it had cinnamon in it. No, that's just a Shayadini. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon? Oh, okay, it was tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Okay. Alright. We got it. Crisis averted. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. We got a Tomodachi update for... Oh, did we... Birthday, September 18th. Oh, that's like in 6 days. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. That's a good one. Is it? That was kind of bad. It's a day before. Oh yeah, your birthday's around the corner, isn't it? Well, I'll wish you happy birthday on your birthday for today. You're just getting my stream. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Oh, that's right. So you two did end up connect- Oh, is it Lucas? Lukey boy? We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night. Right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea he was such a night owl. Or maybe just an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met. Which was another surprise, as I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yeah, said so himself. I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person. Which is why I'm here. Oh, what? I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. Yeah, what does he want? I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out? Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. That's not a surprise. Probably for the best given the circumstances. Also, I need to sneeze. I'll be one. I'm gonna sneeze. That was a couple of sneezes. Oh god. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. Oh. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with the children? Sorry? Oh, I mean, the hospital admission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Yeah, well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. Oh, while we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now-defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the burn intersection? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby. Right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd how? It's just barren. Especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there, a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? I need to blow my nose again, 1 second. Excuse me. No sneezes this time, just stuffed nose. The last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree? What do you mean, strange trinkets? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just gonna recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library. On a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That's crazy. Here they come. Good evening, gentlemen. It's Pops. Good old Georgie and Lucas. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Arbi, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it. What do you mean? Just bring it with my drink later. Okay. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Rina's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Got it. He still has a flip phone. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or...? Pretty much. The same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured, we already increased patrols in that area. I bet it's a ghost. It has to be a ghost. That's great. We never found out what their remembrance is for. It has to be a ghost or something. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you out of people doubting my skill, Arby? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Arby. And don't forget my lighter. Alright. Sure, here you go. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Arby. You probably think I'm being silly. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Don't forget it this time. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. You ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty. Because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Are you the biggest goober or the goodest boy? I think you're the goobest boy. There you go, you're the goobest boy. Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song. But for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot, spicy kick to it. Oh, that's not too hard then. That's chocolate, milk, and I assume ginger, not cinnamon? Because it says hot, spicy kick. That's ginger. Yeah. Chocolate, milk, and ginger? Yeah. That sounds right. Is that a churro? Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, so that's what it's called? That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. And then bon appetit. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Arbi. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Because maybe it's just a tad too spooky. Even for me. Come on, you gotta tell us. What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not that big a deal, honestly. And then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You've got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots. A fence here and there. And an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and, being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Rihanna. Are you expecting something from me, Arbi? Huh? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though, nothing happened at the first 2 nights. But... oh no! Yesterday? Was a different story. The music stopped! Music! Okay, but there we go. Oh no. Hold on. Oh, what a stage setup, huh? There we go. Oh, phew, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street, and 2 on the opposite corner side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole pace in only 8 minutes. Okay? Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking it was another night job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you, in a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out, suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh. Are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something. But the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool, though. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see? Well, whoever they were, they sure work fast. Right? Anyway, Arby, I think I want another drink. All that talking's making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Okay. Hibiscus, ginger, and honey. Oh, te Rosella. One piping hot te Rosella for you. We put that in our brew pad. And we got a Tomodachi thing unlocked. Still a lactose intolerant cop. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, that means tea, and Rosella means hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Arby. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, huh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't you? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be of any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of this story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on the street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. Oh, I need to blow my nose again. I can't breathe. Ah. One second, guys. I'm gonna go get some medicine, because this is... I seem to have suddenly developed a blocked stuffed nose, so let me get some medicine real quick. Okay, I think I'm a bit better. I just sneezed my heart out. But who knows? It's a mystery. Anyways, let's get right back in. I think I'm gonna skip on... don't worry about it, don't worry about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classification was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as, like, not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the ferry market was created in the first place. To ensure transient survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Ferry Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection. Just so people would notice and come and take a look. Sounds kinda too low-key, no? 'Cause it was illegal, silly. Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless. While the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh. Correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa. I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes. You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the act of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately, that is why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It's quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Lucas, huh? Sounds familiar for some reason. I mean, I'm kind of a big deal online, you know? I remember now. That toy from the other day had his name on it, right, Arbi? Right. A toy? You mean the business card I gave you? Yes, that. I see now. Somehow you gave it to him instead. I did. I'm sorry. Let me be the one to apologize for that. Arbi gave it to me because I was having a small trouble at work. Yeah? Was it helpful in any way? I mean, it's pretty good at easing up anxiety and such. I thought the children would like it, but apparently for them it's a little passé. What? Children nowadays mature really fast. They sure know their trends early. That is true. It's just how things are for now and in the future. Gotta keep up with the world, else you get left behind. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the idea of having toys around the office for the kids. I'll make sure to have more up-to-date stuff for them. Yeah, glad I could help. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future's audition, Miss Rena. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Arbi. Take care. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Arbi. Don't hate me, please. It's alright, Lucas. Do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea. Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. Arbi, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady. What is it? It had blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Okay, blue pea, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Oh, interesting. It almost looks like the first drink that we gave Silver back when Silver was Neil. Let's put that on our brew pad. Nice. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice. Very pretty. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. And wow, Arbi, it looks exactly like what I envisioned. You're a G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, that whole case earlier, though, it was a lot to take in. Also, about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills. Why? Ugh, don't you feel scared? Of just disappearing in the end? 'Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Oh, huh. Now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that, though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question? Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before. so I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and she was not very well known. What's a sorbet aria? Oh, I mean she was a secondary character. Back in early 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts. Hence, sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like, background singing at the end of a show or something? Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I've never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. But don't be embarrassed, I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that's been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's gonna remember us? Right, Arbi? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money. Though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple of months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was weird to receive the news of his death from an attorney. Knowing he passed away by himself. And how it took them a week to find out. Oh. Natural causes, by the way, so... I mean, how did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where were my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me. And I guess it just kinda haunted me. Haunted how? My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean it in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking my mental fist at him. I'm gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that. I see. But then I received the news that he left me the house. Like, I know he had no money. That house is probably one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house and the will, all I could think about was what went through his mind exactly. The fact that he had a will at all was probably already a surprise for you. Exactly. What am I supposed to think of that? What am I supposed to think of him? And does it even matter anymore? When he's already long gone? Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know. He lived in the Sky Williams house, oh no. Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. He actually lived in the Sky Williams house. Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all-around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me at all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. But what ended up destroying my willpower is actually something real close, you know? Myself. What do you mean by that? Well, in a house where everyone wants to be the main character, each of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah? Eventually, I was assigned one too. Which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially. With heavy emphasis on what. I had a lot of nicknames too, like, hey, baby goat. What are you up to now, satyr boy? Here comes the party goatee. Mr. Excess, you're gonna go fishing again tonight or what? Fishing? We had to go out and try to hit on people. And we weren't allowed to come home unless we failed spectacularly or scored. Oh. I always tried to be the punchline though. Because there were always more views when something ended badly. But it was still the worst because I really had to act it all out, you know? Bothering people for pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. Just so everything looked fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it, honestly. Because in the end, all of it just reminded myself of my dad, you know? And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall far from the tree after all? So yeah, the whole thing just really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah? Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up more of your time. So can I just ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? Huh? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's gonna be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure, though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet. But ideally, it'll have, like, an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I'll also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do, but I did start my vlogging journey on my own too. So I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. Hope we could meet again like this. If you wanna. Maybe. I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Arbi. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around? Safe trip. Alrighty, see you, Arbi. Come again soon. Yeah, he's a good kid. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years. I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Arbi. What for? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting always. Safe trip, Miss Rena. And have a good night. Oh, I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. Hibiscus tea. Oh, my nose. Ugh. This is the worst. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunar Cell Panel prototype. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Avathor. Tops US music chart? I kinda doubt that. I don't think prog metal is ever gonna top a chart. Let's see. What are today's stories? Oh, that's the team. Wow. Check them out. Alright, wait. I gotta blow my nose again. Ah. I can't believe I would get sick again right as I started streaming again. Why? Why was the world toying with me like this? I just want to stream. Normal schedule. Oh, there's Rachel. Taking an easy day because self-care is important. Are we gonna see her today? Is Fidget Spinner really that lame now? He tweets so much. I should really tweet more. Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up. And the weather's keeping quiet. I mean, it's still raining like cats and dogs, but... looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Let's change the music. the both of them today. You were doing a prank? You thought it would be funny? Did you get me sick, Pandy? Why would you do this? Pandy, why would you get me sick like this? Ugh. I'm gonna sneeze again. Ugh. Okay, I sneezed some more. I might sneeze even more, but I don't know. Pandy, how could you do this to me? I thought we were friends. Look at me, I'm all sneezy now. And hello, you two. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala, the merry couple. Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. You having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury's giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? No, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. To be honest, it's not great. Oh god, I need to blow my nose again. Ugh. I make them cute sneezes. I don't know what you're talking about, and I sneeze like I'm an old man. Ugh. Gala feels sore and tired. And a bit crankier as well. Are you okay, Hyde? Oh, I'm sneezing. Ugh. Never mind, I didn't want to sneeze out. Alright, am I getting you the Galahad? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Arbi. Since a Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well? Maybe, but I think it'd need to be more relaxing. Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine. I didn't sneeze, but I feel like every time I talk, I'm gonna get closer to sneezing, so... I don't know. A blue Galahad? Okay. Maybe I'm just not allowed to speak to... I feel like if I speak a little more than a few words, I'm gonna sneeze, but then I don't sneeze. Sorry, you wanted a Galahad, but with blue pea instead. And the Galahad is tea, milk, and ginger, so this is gonna be blue pea milk and ginger? Oh, a Gala tea. Here you go. Here you go. A Gala tea just for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Arbi? No, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. That almost make it sound like you know in advance what we're gonna order. call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. You okay, hi? What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Arbi, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. Oh? My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No? I was so tired today I nearly fell on the job. Ugh. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And hide. I'm barely keeping it together as is. You should know by now how I feel when Fury's about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one. Lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Arbi. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde? Oh, fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old, and I've never been this bored in my entire life. You said 40? Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species' years. Eyes on the prize, Arbi. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. No need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something I would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online and gets attention for what, 10 minutes? And then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Blink and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes, too. I salute that, but the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. I need to blow my nose. I'm just gonna do this every like 10 minutes, or 5 at this rate. I thought I was over my sickness, but apparently I am not. I'm still a little sick baby over here. You do know you have people in your... My used tissues? No, don't take my used tissues. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you? That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No thank you, the job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts? Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Do you see what I'm dealing with, Arbi? It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Anything I've seen you enjoy? Well, recently I gave you... Wait, what did we give him when we first met? In Coffee Talk 1? Hold on, I want to save, because I feel like I know the answer to this. What did we give him in Coffee Talk 1? You like chai tea? We do have chai adani, but I don't remember if we gave him chai adani. If I'm not mistaken, we gave him something, like a ginger drink, I think? I think we gave him jahe tubruk, right? We were talking about jahe tubruk earlier. Yeah, I feel like we gave him jahe tubruk in the past. Coffee, ginger. I think this should work. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At a place of my choosing. Ugh. You're gonna pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why won't you? Oh, who is it? Oh, hi everyone, it's Lua! Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it'd been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. I don't know, this might inspire him. Wait, did we get an update? On Hyde. Blood sober for 10 years. A model, stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. It's alright, they're kind of fun to watch. What do you mean they're fun to watch? Who's the other one? Oh, we're... What? Wait. What's this for? Are we... Oh, it's stories. It's just Lucas. It's just Lucas. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. That's alright, Arbi? Of course. What would you like? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations. So I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please. What's a lemon and honey thing we have? Wasn't the Russian one a lemon and honey thing? Where's the Russian thing? No, that was tea. That was lemon and cinnamon. What's there with lemon and honey? Maybe tea, lemon, and honey? Oh, this is lemon and honey. Let's do that. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Arbi. Oh, we got something from that. We got... Oh, olive lua. And we can put that inside our list. Do you like it? This is truly lovely, just what I needed. Perfect. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you've probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told you a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. Hey, it worked out! The thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like. And I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But I get annoyed instead. And I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. If we only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem, I'm not sure. At first I thought I was tired or worried. The decision-making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but... he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that, though. But I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself, I want to get married to Bay, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. They're always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me? Why don't you tell your fiancé that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bay wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters? Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes? Right, I'm glad you remember that, because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married, and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit, and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just... my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No? Then maybe they do. Or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't. You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Maybe he should become a marriage counselor. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Oh. Oh. Is he thinking about it? Thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor. But I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you can make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, logged the outfits there, and found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like that since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual. Posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her darkroom. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame. Working each picture through the chemical baths. Hanging them, drying them, it was like watching a magical ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell those kinds of tales, or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story, and it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Go on, then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently, but apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully, and it's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that? Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you'd do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Mrs. Lua. It's alright, I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the Mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Wedding photography is pretty popular. It's a good career. Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Arbi. See you later. Good night, you two. Ugh. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed. Proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and the next thing you know... I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, not really. I know. The one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like, it's never gonna be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame. Or a flower bloom like it'll never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. It sounds to me like you like weddings, dude. It sounds to me like he's gonna enjoy that kind of career. And on that day, or that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating, and something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricksy one, Arbi, and I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable, that's for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Do we get a new story? Lucas, where are you? Thank goodness Gal is from a long-living species, but even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Arbi? He knows! He knows our secret! That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We'll make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm gonna go browse for some film cameras What's the worst that can happen? Are you lost? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde, but some of us will. He knows our secret. Yeah, the secret ending to Coffee Talk 1 kind of confirms a few things, which, you know, you guys can find out if you play it for yourself, or look it up online, I guess, if you want to cheat about it. More importantly, though, I know it's only been like 100 minutes since we started the stream, but I think I'm sick. I really want to continue, but I think I'm sick. Why did I get sick right as we start? You guys heard me at the beginning of this stream. I was not sneezing or anything. But I guess my body decided that I'm gonna get sick now on stream. Can you hear it in my voice? Can you hear how nasally I am? I can't use my nose. I can't use my sinuses. It's all blocked up. Am I allergic to streaming? I hope not. I'm a streamer. I'm a Twitch affiliate. That's no good. You guys can hear it. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna have to call it here. This is the shortest stream I've ever done. But I think I have no choice but to call it here because I am so sick it's not even funny. Like, this is part of why I think I need a hiatus. So I can get my health and sleep schedule back, but I guess we're gonna have to call it here. It's a bit of a shame. I still think we can finish it, especially if we go for longer next stream. This game isn't long or anything, but like, still, I think we're gonna have to pause it here because, oh my god, I'm sniveling. I had to like blow my nose every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something, so yeah, I'm gonna get some. I already took medicine. I took some allergy meds, but I might need to take some cold meds. I'm gonna get in bed and get warm and, I don't know, figure out how to get rid of my illness. But for now, well, I guess that's the end of the stream because I don't know if I can keep going like this. So everybody, you know, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. Thanks a lot for coming by for this very short stream. It's very unfortunate. I hope you had fun either way. Like, anyways, like, I hope it was still relaxing, but like, you know, I'll be back on Thursday. I hope we'll still finish the game on Thursday, and I'm sure we will. But until then, again, just thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys on Thursday, I suppose. On Thursday when we finish this game. Thank you guys for watching. Good night. Good night. I'll see you next time. I can't stop.